What's up, everybody? What's up,
Hey, guys.
Marco? What's up, Lance? Hope everybody had a wonderful Saturday. We had a very busy Saturday and a very busy today.
Yeah.
So
Feels like I got something in my
we're
eye.
tired.
I think it was an eyelash that I got.
But it's okay because we're here. All of you people. Wait for somebody to pop out and be like, "What do you mean, you people?"
We also titled the video Happy Pre-4th because we're not going to be live on Friday. So
we will be in North Carolina, which should be fun. Hopefully.
it should be.
Should be. I don't know. Good job. That before. Ouch. Yeah, I was able to get in the shop a little bit yesterday, and it was hot.
You said you were out there for what, 30 minutes?
About that. After we get done here, I may go back out to the shop and check out that mill, see if it'll work for how I think it's going to work. Obviously, I won't be able to do anything with it tomorrow.
Yeah.
You know, if I get an idea stuck in my head, then I gotta figure it out, or I can't think about anything else or do anything else or sleep. So.
Mm-hmm. I think I need to like re-log in on the phone.
I gotcha.
On your Instagram.
What's up, Michael? How goes it? Dude, man, like I told you, this coin, Ori Stone, whatever you want to call it, came out pretty great. Working on some patches. Nice. I may or may not, depending on how things go, have access to a laser. So, I'll put my logo on everything.
Yeah, you will too.
I will. Yeah, man, it came out sick. I almost wish that there was like a slit in it where you could put like something heavy and then just like. That's illegal though. So. Hey, dog, Blue, quit it. Can you show the patches that you're working on? Maybe bearings in my Amazon cart. Yes. I've got ball bearings in my wish list, but for different reasons. Damascus. They're the ones in Street Goons. Oh, are you working on the Paul patches? That's pretty hilarious. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, you're saying the patches you're working on are the ones in Goons. I was like, I don't see anything about ball bearings. But yeah, the Paul patches is pretty fantastic. Yeah, I don't know how legit it was, but like Donnie and Paul were getting into it last night on the live. The ones I just sent you, my logo as well. I made some slightly larger REs. I like Brain Track. Yeah, any plans for the 4th, Michael? You stop. Lay down.
He said work.
Lay down. I can't really say anything without jinxing you. So hope it's terrible. Hope you're busy as shit. That was awful, man. We will be for sure. Yeah, I'm sure a lot of people do a lot of dumb shit on the 4th.
Oh yeah.
That was cool. So bitch. Yeah.
Alcohol, fireworks. What could go wrong?
Well, fireworks in the South.
Well, yeah. Plus alcohol.
Hey, watch this.
Mm-hmm. Wow. And then someone's missing, 3 fingers. So.
Exactly. Hey, quit it. Throw you in your kennel.
Our duplices will be okay because it's the first time that we will be home.
I mean, I'm sure they'll be fine. Dude, hey, stop. What'd you call me, Marco? Just kidding.
He came over here and acted like he was going to go underneath the desk, so I moved my chair. Nope, he just wanted to lay down next to.
Okie dokie.
Dogs, man.
Healers. Not just normal dogs. Yeah, my dad decided to come down today and wanted to have breakfast with us, so we were like, okay. It was completely random. That was after all the errands we ran yesterday.
Yeah. We got to our house at 7:30 this morning.
We're never up on a Sunday that early. We didn't stay up super late, but when you're not used to something like it throws you off pretty bad.
Yeah, get up early through the week for work, but not on the weekend. Sleep in until like 8:30.
9, depending on what time we go to bed. Usually I don't work on Mondays, but because we're going on vacation, I'm working tomorrow and Tuesday, so it'll be a weird week. Are you? Well, he's working on patches, so you're not working tonight. Do you typically have off on Sundays, or? Jump in the chat and then get Tori, and I'll jump back in and feel the show when I get home. Okie dokie.
Or it's Monday, Tuesday, Friday, Sunday, on Monday, then Wednesday and Thursday.
I gotcha. Rotating schedules are super fun.
I would get confused.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what am I working this week?
What's up, Paul?
Hey, Paul.
Oh, I get Chris.
Yeah.
You should get Ellie. Winning. I mean, every live you're like pretty quiet. You're always busy doing something. We appreciate you being here, but it's just a live that ends in Y. You're gonna be quiet because you're busy.
My finger in his face, and what does he do? Start looking at my finger.
At least it doesn't sound that bad when he's licking your finger opposed to licking himself on the fucking carpet.
I put my finger right in front of his face, and I was like, quit it. And then he just.
So for those that are curious, Friday night we put in 3 claims for our insurance for the first 3 missing packages, and we put in 3 requests for the other 3 missing packages, so UPS can find them. Would have delivered them in the first place. You wouldn't have to do extra work to find them. Crazy. So here in about 2 weeks, we'll probably submit the other 3 insurance claims. What I'm going to do is the same thing that I did last time, though. I'm going to write down those tracking numbers, which I already have them wrote down. You're good. Yes, absolutely false. I'm going to talk to Don and have him look at those 3 and see what he says. Because if he says just file insurance, well then we're back to what we were doing Friday night.
Yeah.
What's up, P&W?
Hey, P&W.
So update on your missing wood. We put in a request to USPS on Friday for them to look for it. Which seems so ludicrous. Hey, find the package that you lost. Yeah. Wait, what? What's up, Gons? So let's see here. Nope, not that one. That one. Where can I do the screenshot?
Oh, it's click new. And now you can.
Copy. Messages. Go to Josh. Go to paste. There we go. Yeah, so how many requests do you have to put in? Just 1 per package. So I've put in 6 because 6 missing packages. But as long as X cover doesn't fuck me over with my insurance claims, it's gonna be okay. What's up, Joe?
Hey, Joe.
So, hear that last one?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if they all go through and they're not disputed or anything, like it'll be all good. What's everyone carrying tonight? I'm not carrying anything because I'm at home. To be honest, this John Cena run is way too predictable. It's kind of boring now. Juvenile. Do you have the video, Joe? That'd be interesting. So if everything goes through and nothing's denied, because like PNW, I can resend that. I'll have to talk with dude on these to get them recut. Um, PNW, I've got another piece of Perla maple. I can cut that up and send it. Not a big deal. Dan, I'll have to talk to Ramon, and if that doesn't work out with Ramon, then I'll just refund it. Was sitting on the boardwalk across the swamp that I ride and hike almost daily. I was there today.
On the video.
So is there a difference between a Sam Squanch and a Sasquatch? Just curious. I wonder how Bigfoot should bring it up. I'm looking. But yeah, moving forward, we'll be using USPS or FedEx.
I mean
UPS or FedEx. Excuse me. Squaw Creek Bigfoot observing family near Howland, Ohio. Let's see what we got here. No need to worry, man. I got plenty of wood to put in my hands trying to get some decent coat. Yeah, I know, man. It's just the principle. Said I was gonna do something, and USPS says, "Hey, fuck you." It's not even moving though.
Are we sure it's not just some guy dressed in camo?
Or a gorilla.
Why do all these people have cameras that are from like 1995?
Hopefully, the package you sent me gets here. You're gonna look up to see if we have any packages. Lou, enough. Lou. Could, and this is just strictly from a novice standpoint that doesn't know shit about fuck when it comes to exotic woods. If you got a dry piece of I forget if it's Bacote or Bacote. Could you not just let it soak in like a special type of oil to like get the luster back? Just asking. Like I said, I don't know shit about fuck. So. It's not a person or a kid. Don't fit the size for the alien height. Could it be a gorilla?
Like there's just a gorilla
Like
roaming
a,
around Ohio.
like a juvenile gorilla? I mean, it is Ohio. Crazier things have happened. But no, it's kind of cool.
Better lock your doors at night, Joe. Don't get you. We've just had some bear sightings close to our area here lately.
That don't you have to spit on? Spit on that thing. Hey, dog. What do you need? What do you want? You want me to go grab one of your toys? I'll go grab your pig.
This
What do
pig's
you
right
need?
there.
Your pig's right here.
I've even given him like bones and stuff to chew on, and he'll chew on him for like a minute, and then
Here, take your pig. Just stop licking. Just go grab your pig.
I was trying to lure it into me.
Come to me, Sasquatch. Yeah, Chris, I could, but it's a principle if I'm paying for the wood. No, I get that. I get that. I was asking for my own knowledge because, like I said, I wouldn't even know what type of oil to use in that situation. Crisco. I don't know, like
Olive oil.
olive oil, coconut oil, Diddy oil.
Jesus.
Whoa, that was right in my ear.
Door.
Don't yell at us. Be nippy.
Yeah, I know.
Jesus. Sorry about that, guys. That was right in my ear. He gets impatient. But even my dad, because it's been, I don't know, it's been probably a year since Dad's seen Blue. And he's like, he looks like he's lost weight. And I'm like, yeah, he has. He's only like 10 pounds more than Ruby, which is good for him because he has a thyroid issue. So linseed oil is good for woods as well as walnut oil. I'm sure Joe's knows many others as well. I've seen some weird stuff out in the country. My daughter and I saw it looked like a huge anteater across the road with black bear size too, but no compare. That's terrifying. Might be some skinwalkers. So, for those that remember from the live on Friday, I still couldn't find a good picture to show off of what I was wanting to attempt. But I have one saved, so I'll send it to Alina so I can show it. Because I think it's a really cool idea. So this is the knife that I was talking about. That's more of like a, a blacksmith like slip joint. So you take a round bar, and then you grind it down partially on one side, and then that's your spring for the slip joint. I want to try and make one of these with doing a traditional rivet like they did, and then do like some sort of a pocket clip out of some more round bar. I think it'd be kind of cool. just rustic and blacksmith-ish. We booked it home after seeing it. I know I wasn't seeing stuff either because I was still stunned by what I was seeing. My daughter said that was me either. Yeah, it'd be wild to see something like that.
I'm really glad that Ruby barks because it gets blue inside. Because he'll hear her bark and then he'll come running. Okay. Whatever. Oh, linseed oil.
Be terrifying to see an anteater the size of a bear.
Yeah.
Like, and I'm done for the day. I'm going. Showed them the blacksmith slip joint.
Maybe the Sasquatch was just sitting there fishing. You know, don't judge his life. Like the AI videos that we've seen. Maybe he's coming down hard off of something. He's just trying to get himself together.
Oof, what a day. What, kitty? Come here. Come here. Why are you making this harder than what it needs to be? Well, come here. Jeebus. Yeah, I've been looking. Oh, nice. I've been looking today about upgrading the AC in the shop because it's not cut. I found a AC window unit at Lowe's that will cool down the square footage of the shop, so it'll be nice and cool back in that knife area.
It's not insulated in there either, so that
Yeah, that doesn't
makes
help.
it, yeah. Makes it hotter.
Even better when you got a forge going. Type in, oh, dude, get your claws out of my armpit. Get your claws out of my armpit. I'm putting you where there's clothes. Type in window unit AC for 700 square foot. Right.
Being comfortable improves results. Absolutely.
Absolutely. This might have been the one that I was looking at.
Looks like that's with heat too.
What, this one?
Yeah. It says window AC units with heat. I don't know if that has a heat option or not.
Let's find out.
It may not. I just saw that in the Google results and just assumed results.
No results. No. No results. What's your mom? Kitty kitty. Yeah, this is way cheaper. And dehumidifier. Works with Alexa and Google. I don't know.
You can be like, hey, I'm not gonna say it on our phone. Turn on AC.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
I needed some help out in the shop. Close, but it's not.
If by puppy you mean needy kitty, then yes.
Oops. Swing and a miss, fault.
He called you a puppy doodle.
I'm monkey puppy baby.
Yeah.
Depending on how the next transfer goes, we might be getting a puppy or a kitten.
Or some other animal.
Random animal. It finally happened. Finally do a baby.
Maybe.
Yeah.
But you can have a zebra.
Mm-hmm. That gets out. You could just say toddler.
Yeah.
The terror part's implied.
Mm-hmm.
We were looking at it, and I told Alina, I was like, depending on what kind of pet we decide to go with, like, I would love to get a pig. She kind of looked at me like I was crazy, and I said, I'm not joking. Get a little piglet. They're super smart, adorable. But typically pigs and dogs don't get along, and pigs are very territorial and social animals with other pigs. So it's like, well, you can't just get one. You can at least get two. Hopefully they're cool with the dogs.
Yeah.
Then they're prematurely being turned into bacon.
Yeah, I read, like, how destructive and everything they can be, and I'm like and then how they don't get along with dogs, and even if dogs, like, get along with them and everything, like, one day something just happens and then it's over, and it's like, "Well, that's not good."
I mean, healers.
Yeah, so I was like, probably not a good idea."
Oh, what'd you think of that blacksmith slip joint, Joe? Shut that. Where is it? Hey, what it? Hopefully, I can do it and do it justice. Yeah, I found that picture, and I'm gonna try and recreate that, but better. 'Cause the idea is really cool, and like the handle was done well, but that blade looked rough. I can definitely grind better than that. Confident people. I think it'd be cool to have a pocket clip on.
Yeah.
Oh, trying to thin out some. Oh, it was a spring that I turned into round bar, so thin out some round bar to where I can do some blacksmith knives. Because I've done one before and it was okay. I can definitely do it better. I just don't know what blade shape I'm gonna do. What them, I should say. Let me do it. But definitely, if I can efficiently figure out how to thin out that round stock, you can do like some hairpins or marlin spikes or whatever. More. Hooray. That spring only cost me $20. So if I keep on getting
I was gonna say.
walk the dog before she leaves and press it. Have a good night, Joe. Oh God. Oh God, why? No.
He said, "I just seen the perfect yesterday."
Oh
Well, then that she's like, "That's perfect."
God. That makes me so sad. 'Cause it's rust. At least I think it's rust. Unless they were trying to do like a copper wash, but oh God. Yeah, we've kind of ran out of things to watch. So we've just been watching like random movies and shit, random documentaries.
We forgot about The Bear. The new season is on.
What?
Yeah.
Season 4's out?
It came out a few days ago, June something.
Son of a bitch.
I forgot about it until I saw something about it earlier today, and I was like,
Well, then never mind. We have something to watch.
it came on June 25th. So
4 days ago. Wednesday.
I knew it was coming on later this month, but like I forgot about it. So
Well, I mean, because we get onto Hulu so often.
yeah.
Well, never mind. We have something to watch.
For now.
True.
Oh no.
Those are always fun. Should check your messages.
Your messages.
Messages. Should check your messengers. Terrifying. Should check your massagers. But I mean, seriously, you should check your massagers because it's hot out there for them too.
You're hot, they're hot. Bring them inside.
Exactly. Somebody finds my shenanigans cheeky or cute.
Nope.
You are welcome.
I was gonna ask who was still on here. This shows. Well, it did say 4 now.
Bulk, myself, and W. Maybe Mark.
Yeah, no, I don't always trust how many viewers it says because usually it's not correct.
Usually.
I think it's not who's the next piece?
I mean, the next pay-per-view is SummerSlam, isn't it? Oh, well, no, there's going to be Saturday Night Main Event. before SummerSlam. Let's. I hate that like they don't have them in order. What's here? No, I don't want that. Ticketmaster.
Off it. I'm still here. Just
She also said, yeah.
you done giving the kiddos a bath? Or are you still in the middle of that?
Elimination Chamber. You did. You did hear your name. The World's Collide, Money in the Bank, Night of Champions, Great American Bash. Saturday night main event will be held in Georgia on July 12th. Evolution will be on July 13th. SummerSlam is August 2nd. I don't know if they'll have him go up against anybody for Saturday night main event. If not, then it's going to be Cody at SummerSlam. So we'll see if Cody can do it. I imagine probably going to be some bullshit, and he's probably going to lose, or Seth is going to turn it into a triple threat. Either way, there's going to be some bullshit, and somehow he's going to squeak out the champ. Why is there no pay-per-views in September? I guess because we're getting 2 in August. But they're off Tracy and Cena goes babyface again. I'm expecting him to go babyface again before everything's all said and done. The question is when. And there's been talk about WWE wanting to put the Universal title on Raw and the World Championship on SmackDown. So, what's the easiest way to do that? Have Rollins cash in. We'll see. But the $1 million question: when is Roman Reigns coming back? Just retire. Go away. Like it took him years to finally get over with fans, and then like even though he was over as the bad guy, like or as a heel, like it was still a very boring reign, even though it was a historic reign. Like kind of same shit with John Cena. Like it was always like every single match was predictable. So look at Falk flexing her aspect.
I saw that. But then you started talking about wrestling, so I couldn't respond.
So I saw a random video, and you may already know this, PNW. I did not. So they were saying it's like the 6 worst gimmicks that the WWE has ever tried to do, and of course on the list was the gobbledygooker. Terrible, terrible character. But it said on there who played the gobbledygooker, and I didn't know who it was. It was a gentleman known as Hector Guerrero, and I was like, "Hold up, wait a minute, how you really?" So it was Eddie's brother. I thought that was kind of cool. Oh, for sure, absolutely. I still would like, even if it's, and WWE would do it this way just because of how he's treated. But like, even if it was just for a couple seconds before like Rollins cashed in, uh, R-Truth like really should get a title run. Like, even if it's just for like a couple minutes, like they should let him have the title at least once. Because I mean, he's gonna retire in the next couple years. He's not getting any younger. He's a little bit older, a little bit younger than Cena. R-Truth,
Oh.
Ron Killings.
Mm. 53.
53. So yeah, he's older than Cena, which makes it so funny that he calls Cena his childhood hero. He's older than Cena. Even Cena has like addressed that. He's like, it's not possible. I think personally, now granted, I understand you have to have a lot of things going on at once and you have to have long term storytelling. So you have to think 12 steps ahead all the time. Especially with the fact that like wrestlers get injured and shit like that, and it completely derail the storyline. Liv Morgan, but like from what I've seen from like Raw just alone, it's like they got too much shit going on all at once. So it's kind of distracting. It's hard to like get sucked into the story because you're constantly being pulled in a million directions. Um, and I think SmackDown is kind of going the same route. It's like I get it, but it's like you should calm down a little bit and not have like 1,400 storylines going on at one time. Like, can we not just get just a normal match for shit's sake? Instead of being like, oh, well, this domino has to fall, so we can have this domino fall. It's like, or just maybe just have a regular match where you don't have to think about all the different outcomes. And for God's sake, give Karrion Kross a title run. Man's been a workhorse for years. But he'll probably end up getting let go, unfortunately. Knives and wrestling and knives.
Mm-hmm.
Our lives always do that.
Yep.
I don't know. Well, see, there you go. We just got to tell a bunch of raffles. All right. That happened. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, PNW. That's just well. They kind of went back to doing what WWE used to do. So Hikuleo, which he's got a different name now. It's Paul Tonga or some shit like TAL. It's like, yeah, he's a giant. Like, come on, that was just lazy. Um, before he debuted on Night of Champions, he actually had a house show. So it's like I would like to see more of that happen. Like newcomers come in, get their shot, get their feet wet. Um, what's up with Goldberg? That's what they're doing at Saturday Night Main Event. It's gonna be Goldberg versus Gunther. So I was like, I don't think John Cena's on that card. But yeah, the first match that he had, and I don't even know who it was against, was Paul. Which I mean, to be expected to a certain point. But also, the man's been training for over a year. He's been on a contract for over a year. Come on, bro. Like, you've been doing this for a while. Your dad's a legend. Could have been on the person he was having a match against, but it was not good. I just read that like Seinfeld.
What's up with Gold?
What's up with Gold? What's the deal with Gold? And like I said on Friday, I'm gonna go ahead and say it again because it still pisses me off. If you're gonna have a pay per view called Night of Champions, have more than one championship match. I know it's crazy, but it bugged me.
They didn't say how many champions. They said Night of Champions. So
Champions insinuates plural. No, I agree. I agree. I think that he's been in championship purgatory for way too long. And I think the way to elevate him to that status is for him to get away from Judgment Day. Which means more than likely JD would probably also leave the Judgment Day, which means that we would no longer have to. Oh no! I chose ran its course too. Boring.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Blue. Bro. Stop looking. Absolutely. Bring back the demon in a capacity. I, going full demon was kind of comical. To do it in like a less comical way. What's up, Brian?
Hey, Brian.
Like I forget who he had the match against, but they did a match where they were like really playing on the fact of like Demon Baylor and the lights flashed, and everybody was like, "Oh, it's his heartbeat. He's getting strong." Like, it was so bad. It was
Yeah.
so bad. It was awful, and it's like he as a character, or that character, deserves like so much better.
Cheesy the way they did
It
it.
was cheesy as shit.
EW said there are too many booth flush flicks in wrestling now, in my opinion.
Yep.
We missed you on Friday, Brian. We had
So
other Brian.
so it was it was versus Roman Reigns. Like, watch how stupid this is. And see on the TV screen, like the lights flashed.
Yeah.
It wasn't so cheesy. Hope you had a good birthday, man.
Mm-hmm. Nice.
Sweet.
I mean, I like bingo, so rock and roll bingo sounds like fun.
It sounds interesting. What's that all about? What's the deal with rock and roll bingo? Gotta go get some water.
It's like name that tune, but on a bingo card.
Sweet.
Oh. Like a singo, that's what they call it here. It's they play a part of a song, and if you have it on your card, then you mark it. I've never played it, but I've seen like other places do it. Nice. I didn't know what a scores basket was, but I was just gonna go with it. But s'mores even better. Good, Ruby will have something to watch.
Yep.
He said he won a s'mores basket for camping.
Sweet.
Yeah, the winery in Columbia does it sometimes, but they always do it on like a weekday, and so that's why we've never gone. Is because they always do it like on a Wednesday or Thursday or something like that.
I got you.
Oh, let's see, July. They're doing it on Sunday, July 13th at 2 p.m.
Maybe we'll have to go. Maybe we're gonna win some stuff.
Yeah, it says bingo with a music twist. Play for prizes.
I like prizes.
I do too, and I like bingo. I get
And
super into bingo.
we like their wine.
Yeah, I get super into bingo. Like my hands will start to get sweaty whenever I get close to getting a bingo. I get super into it. Bingo isn't that popular here though in Tennessee because it's considered gambling and that's illegal in Tennessee. So there's ways around it, but
Yeah,
we don't have bingo halls.
They don't care up on what's.
Yeah, I know. Obviously, you can throw dice at a bar. That's not a thing here.
And play slots.
Yeah, I'm playing slots. Have fun. Be safe.
Wear your seatbelt. So, Brian, I don't know how you were so lucky, but the 3 packages to include my drill bits that were going to be warranted are all out in the ether still,
Except for yours.
except for yours. So Friday night, we put in an insurance claim on the first 3 packages, and then told USPS to find the missing other 3 packages on Friday. Super awesome. You can get mad at me all you want. I told you stop looking. Don't lick my leg. It is. And it's very frustrating. But if the company that Chippo uses for their insurance comes through on all the insurance, I'll be okay.
You sound like you're talking with rocks in your mouth when you have ice.
Rocks. Yeah, I'm gonna keep on bugging you until you stop licking. Lay down.
Love how every time you scold him, he just looks at you like you're not my real dad.
Put your foot underneath his face or his mouth.
I mean, he'll just lick my foot.
You just gotta do it quick. Just a try. No need. Did you get anything fun for your birthday? No, dude. That was one of the 3 insurance claims that I put in Friday night. I don't even see it. Nice.
Nice.
It's good stuff. The door isn't open, is it?
No. We closed it earlier. Remember?
Just making sure.
Like, and he got a s'mores basket from Bingo.
Mm-hmm. Pretty not bad haul.
Oh, I thought I read that as on the boot. I was like, what's the boot? On the boat. Spent some time on the boot.
You gotta do what you gotta do. Das Boot.
Right. I was like, I don't even know what that means. But okay.
I don't know what it means, but I like it. Oh, you're good, man. I appreciate it. I figured you'd contact me when you were ready.
Or we have to come and repo it.
Oh no, another trip up to Wisconsin. Damn it. Speaking of, I gotta call my cousin.
Yeah.
I keep on forgetting.
Get up there and be like, well, now what were you up here for? But no, you just want to go outside to bark at stuff. Stop. He might be throwing
So I'm saying. Like I got stopped. I'm like, what's going on there? Yeah, it's just a really awkward conversation to have. Hey, so how's that? Not really like a nice way to do it. So it's just like, he'll get me when he's ready. I'm not gonna have that same conversation with another person. I don't know the best way
Just send him that gif of Stewie. Where's my money?
You're like, woman.
Like no words even need to be said.
Well, it's like with one part of it, there was confirmation. So that's way. I love when you're trying to do something and your phone's just like, hey, what about all this other stuff that you need to pay attention to? Ow. Oh, that's I mean, that's one way to put it.
You guys do anything interesting this week? Not well. I mean, not really super interesting. Uh, on Wednesday we're gonna be leaving to go to North Carolina, but yesterday we just ran some errands and then went out to dinner with some friends. And then today Chris's dad showed up at our house at 7:30 in the morning to go out to breakfast.
Yeah.
But his dad also gets up at like 4:30 every morning.
Yeah. I could have swore that I told him pricing. I'm not.
Brian said that's about what time I get up. During the week I usually get up like 6:45 ish or so for work. Wednesdays or earlier if I have to go into the office. I do get up around 4:15 in the morning, but
So joke's on me. Apparently, I did not tell him. Or well, um, so I had something interesting happen. Uh, so our it's a weird situation. So, where I work at, one of our competitors is hiring, and we used to do hats for him and some of the people that he does hats for now. And Alina said that they were looking to hire some people, and I was like, well, I mean, I'm not necessarily looking to change jobs. I'll go down and talk with him. Won't hurt anything. Went down and talked with him, and we had a really good conversation. And he was like, I told him where I worked at, and they were like, yeah, those are good people. And I was like, yeah, they are great people. They've been great to me. Um, but if more money is involved, maybe I'll be willing to jump ship. And I was offered more money. Couple questions that I still have for him before I make a decision. But when we get back from our vacation, I'm going to go down there on a Monday and kind of do like job shadowing just to see like how their day normally looks and the kind of stuff that they do. I already have an idea of the stuff that they do, but I would like to see like a normal day. And then we'll go from there. But cool part is this place that I may be getting a job at, they have a laser. And I was told that as long as I'm not working on stuff for the shop, I can use the laser. So if I get that job, I'll put my logo, everything, which is cool. So my maker's marks are about to get much gooder potential, and the arcs are about to get pimped potentially. So we'll see, but I haven't completely made a decision yet. The job shadowing and the answers to said questions will definitely help me make a better decision, but and it literally takes me the same amount of time to go from the place I am now, from home to the place I work at now, than it would take me to go from home to this place.
money and laser.
Right? That was the selling point, like use of a laser. So, but I told him all the experience I had, and he showed me all the stuff that they do, and I was just like, this could potentially be a really good fit for me. So, now if I end up going to this, my current bosses will not be very happy, but I can't do what they're wanting me to do at the money I'm currently getting paid. So, yeah, so I mean, like, obviously, once we figure things out, then news will be shared. But I'm kind of excited. Not about the potential conversation, but
Yeah. But I mean, like I told you, like once, I mean, it's not your problem how, like how they take news or how it makes them feel or whatever,
oh.
it's like it is what it is.
And I told him point blank, I was like, if I come to work over here, I have to give a notice. And he's like, "Oh no, I understand." Like they've been really good to me, and that would be absolutely terrible for me to do to them. So depending on the situation, maybe they'll get a 3-week notice. Maybe they'll get a 2-week. I don't know. We shall see.
What if they offered you more money to get you to stay? Doubt that would happen, but
I don't know. In my personal experience, from what I've seen from the one job that this happened at, usually if you say, "Hey, I'm going to leave," and a job offers you more money, there's usually still hurt feelings and
yeah, that's true.
malice behind the pay upgrade. The only time that I've ever had that happen to me, it did not work out very well, and I got a bump in pay, and then a couple weeks later, I lost my job. So
Brian said they're going to need a laser too if you would stay for more money.
yeah, exactly. It's like you guys are gonna have to get a laser engraver. But it's like it's a lot of little things. It's not just the pay. So
Yeah.
we'll see. I'm gonna end up where I'm supposed to end up. I have a nice story to tell. We like nice stories. That's awesome. That is amazing. I know what song you're talking about. It's a good song to get you amped up.
I can imagine P&W probably lost his shit. So someone knew it.
I mean, I would have. The same song.
Have a 10-minute version of the song, which was the original length of the track.
That's awesome. Yeah, I can't play much more than that because the YouTube going to get mad at us and shut her down. We're supposed to be getting a new Blade movie. I don't know if that's ever going to happen. Well, Falk's not here. I was going to be like, nah, pup. But you did a good job today with your grandpa. Very proud of you. Very proud of you, Ruru. You did a good job with your grandpa. As long as he was sitting.
Yeah, I don't know like what the difference was. He was standing up. She's like, nope.
Did a good job. Yeah, there was a good girl. We could just get you to stop barking every 5 minutes.
Yep.
Uh-oh.
Someone shooting off fireworks.
That's what it sounded like. Guys, for 5 now. Is that what was that? I know that. That's if I do it. What is it? Side dye. Stop it.
What do you want? What do you want, Ruby? What do you want?
Sweet. I've got a paring knife finally designed. I think I gotta mess with the shape a little bit. I think, but it'll match my chef knife. I think I need to shorten the chef knife a little bit. I think it's a little long.
Probably would be a good idea.
But I already made a steel template.
You can still make that one. Just make it like a little one that's a little bit shorter too.
So I showed off this earlier, Brian. I'm going to attempt to make this, but better. So it's a blacksmith slip joint. I think it's kind of a cool idea, cool design. Grinds are pretty good, but cool design. We'll see how it goes. I mean, I thought it was Jerry Jones. Yeah, I'm working on some blacksmith knives right now, trying to get them done before our next show that's the beginning of August. And I've got a spring that I got from the Knife Guild. Was it our last meeting or was the meeting before?
One of those
I think
two.
it was the last meeting because it was the one in May.
Okay.
And so I just cut 2 chunks off of it, and it's pretty thick. And I've just been upsetting the metal and drawing it out. And so if I can figure out a better way to do that, then I'll have the right thickness where I can make the. I've got all the hardy dies and stuff where I can bend that and then just make one side a little bit flatter and cut a blade off of a piece of it. We'll see. Maybe it'll turn out. Maybe it won't. Could be cool. Could be shit. But I like stuff like that, like not completely polished, dirty, utilitarian. Could be. Hopefully it will be. Like the same idea that I have, or the similar idea that I have, where I saw a guy took a horseshoe and bent it in half, and then used that as a handle to do a friction folder. I could either do it out of a rasp, or I've got some barbed wire to make some canister Damascus. I could do that as well. So we'll see. Lots of ideas, minimal time, and it's also hot as shit out. I can only do so much before I have to come in and, like, cool down and hydrate or rehydrate. Hopefully tomorrow after I get off work, I'll get some shop time in. Try and do some more, profiling, and then I gotta decide if I'm gonna go through and redo more than just the handles on the knives that I already have. So, we'll see. Yeah, I mean, it's been hot and humid here, but, like, with the forge going, even with my window unit, like, it gets too hot in the shop, and then when it's so hot in the shop that you have to walk outside of the shop into the heat and humidity, like, just to cool down, like, that's a problem. Give me one second. Let me see what's going on with Blue. Caught a little pea. Caught a little pea. What are you doing? Hey, Alina.
There's the fireworks. Watching Ruby, she noticed the dogs on the TV and she was like super
Hey, look at the window.
into it.
Look at the window.
She's like, no. Oh wait, got her attention.
What is that? What are those flashes on? Oh, oh. He's like, no, ma'am, ma'am, you like a toddler. Relax. Just relax, midget kitty. You like a damn toddler,
Mm-hmm.
man.
She's like, I gotta go do kitty things.
And she's got so many things to do, but like doesn't do anything. There you go.
He said having flashbacks from the war. That's just her face all the time. Maybe that's her problem. She's got the PTSD.
Yeah, like she gets into moods where like she wants your attention. But she's not really one to cuddle. So like she always acts like she has all these things that she has to get done and like sleeps most of the time.
Yeah, she's not a lap cat, that's
No,
for sure. But she's sweet, so
she's absolutely adorable. So like at night when I'm trying to go to sleep, she'll usually jump up, rub against my hand a couple times, and jump off the bed.
like, okay, that's all the attention I wanted.
When I get up to go pee in the middle of the night, she'll come into the bathroom, rub up against my legs a couple times. Then when I come to bed, she'll jump on the bed, rub up against my hand a couple times, and jump off. That's the extent of our cuddling.
She only wants me to pick her up whenever I'm at the door waiting for the dogs to come
Mhm.
in because she wants me to pick her up so she can look outside the
Yep.
window. And she'll rub up against my face while she looks outside the window too. Whatever, man.
But that's eats into her cuddle.
Yeah, like that's all she does with me. Every now and then I'll get a pet in, but
Ow. 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 Possibly. Hoping that when we get back from North Carolina, I'll be able to start putting in more time at the shop. Really get things buttoned up. And then figure out when and how I'm going to get that. We are going to North Carolina for the 4th.
yeah, this is like the first time that we'll be out of town for the 4th,
Mm-hmm.
like ever.
It'll be weird.
But it'll be fun. It's just gonna be a long drive.
Yeah.
I'm not looking forward to the drive. Barking at the fireworks.
Mm-hmm. What's the concert?
Can't remember. I know it's at the casino.
Yeah, I wish that we lived like closer to casinos, but I'm also glad that we don't live closer. But you got anything else?
Nope.
I don't need. Well, guys, thanks for hanging out with us tonight. We will not be live on Friday, the 4th. Happy 4th of July. Hope everybody has a safe, fun 4th. Nobody loses any digits
Mm-hmm.
or other parts. We should be live that Sunday, hopefully. Just all depends on how the trip goes, what time we get back. Love you guys. Stay safe. Stay sharp. Don't do anything that I wouldn't do, and if you do, don't get caught. Deuces.
Bye.